I would like to introduce to you the MC ILL Tac.
Y'all give it up for Kat. I thought I needed to be plugged into Charlotte to get all the cool stuff, man. And I didn't even realize that there's some great stuff going on in Concord. What is today's date? Boom. This next one is rhetorical though, so don't. Now that we know today's date, is that calendar base Julian or Gregorian? I may be less informed than when I started performing this. Perhaps on my own time, I'm operating on Mayan time. As a night owl, allow for a later rise and shine. I would never plagiarize my lines, but please read between them. We congregate today for liminality, shall we check the meaning? Now that means there's gonna be a whole lot of in-betweening, because we basically on the threshold of a whole new way of being. Now, what space is it that I am in between? Well, with one cursory look at self, I'm interstellar McConaughey pushing books off of the shelf. Drumming up messages from the other side, but I'm a Luddite with Adele. I poke my head out, then I jump right back in my shell. But you're thinking, this guy's pretty sociable. This guy's hip. He's up to date. Man, what are you talking? I'm somewhere in between Apple Music and a Walkman. I possess space-age tech, but I dialed rotary phones in my day, sir. Too many apps and interfaces for me to assimilate with the nomenclature. Now look, on a PC, the things that you can do quickly, I'd rather not fiddle with the doohickey. Now some of y'all are like, I'm gonna create a spreadsheet, upload it to the cloud, wink and a nod, and I'm thinking, help, how do I log into this thingamabob? My job consists of manual labor and driving. I constantly crave the information that I'm finding in audio form. Thanks to podcasts, maybe thoughts will transform to allow for a grander view. See, I'm trying to interpret an infinite message while lifting a triple dresser. While moving a 5-drawer chest, I'm trying my best as sweat drops off of my visage to navigate the reality of quantum physics. While shifting a nightstand, contemplating the density of light and how via cymatics sound creates patterns through vibrating sand. Where does this dining table go? When I'm in a state of flow, the universe makes sense. When education becomes indoctrination, we become placated and dense. Have we collectively lost our way? More are familiar with Plato's closet than the allegory of his cave. Step outside into the glorious light of day. Now look, I could be ultra delighted with the things that I say. I can come here and try to regale you with my knowledge. Wish to leave you thinking I'm astute. Truth is, I'm somewhere in between a genius and a nincompoop. When ordinary ways of thinking won't compute, I'm daydreaming myself off into a perch in a distant galaxy. And then in a flash, he's back in Concord. But see, Capco was my last home. Now I'm somewhere in between, here in Gaston County. I'm a mixed bag of nose to the grindstone and gallivanting proudly, passionately pouncing on the future while getting used to nostalgia from my last outing. See, I lived here for 4 years. My next destination is a coin toss. Nothing gold can stay to coin the poem from Frost. But I put my money down on Funky Town. Won't you take me to Funky Town? Woo! I was about to ask for the crowd participation, but y'all are on it, man. That is awesome. So, for maybe some of y'all that weren't quite there with that version of it, according to Kat and a couple of others, we're in Funky Town right now. Right? So if we're not fully there yet, if not everybody's on board to bring that to fruition, I want a little bit of help from everybody, all right? So when I say, won't you take me to, I want y'all to say, funky town. And hit the falsetto, you can make it as funky as you want. All right, let's try that out. Won't you take me to funky town? Woo! Damn. And you're here. The transitory nature of the in-between becomes more clear. With divine guidance might we align our spheres, allay our fears, hip-hop hooray as cheers, and live out the greatness of our years. My, what a powerful, positive, poetic piece. But see, I know that I can also be a pessimistic paranoiac, a proselytizing pundit, a petty punitive punisher, a real negative Nancy #1, huh? Or I can optimize my optimism, operate on obstacles, dismantling the disadvantages, travel to distant lands to break out of my parameters. Go from I'm no good at math to let me tell you about these hypotenuses and parabolas. Now, in this in-between phase, your consciousness lends to the energy portrayed. Your energy and attention, a conduit in the interim of this stage, allowing for manifestation to happen. Perhaps we've experienced a period of gestation and now we're hatching. I hope that your new growth is fostering light and love that could not be budged with attack. Are you ready to receive? We're in an old courthouse. You be the judge of that.
ILL Tac, raising the stage.